What's going on, everybody? It's the Beastly Gamer here. I want to bring you guys a little bit of video gaming news and talk to you guys about the direction these new consoles are heading. First of all, I want to hit on the 60 frames per second versus 30 frames per second issue with Tomb Raider, the definitive edition. I'm going to read the article, I'm going to read part of it, and then give you guys my thoughts on it, why it matters and why it might not. This article is on Kotaku.com, and it reads, Tomb Raider on PS4 is more definitive than the Xbox One, and both versions look better than the PC version. For the most part, I really like last year's reboot of Tomb Raider. As time has gone on, my feelings about it have only increased, but for the stuff I liked, a main character with a real arc, nods to my favorite horror movie, a sick bow, and stuff I didn't like, weak side tombs, easy puzzles, and unfortunate combat and puzzle ratio. But on the whole, I liked the game. I was looking forward to playing it through the definitive edition on the next-gen consoles, particularly after seeing how many visual improvements Crystal Dynamics had made to the game. I was also curious about how the game would run on the Xbox One as compared to the PS4. Turns out the PS4 version is indeed the superior version. After downloading it earlier this week, I fired up the game on the PS4 and played the introductory sequence. My first thought was, holy shit, this looks good. That's a quote. He has a long article here. I'm going to put a link in the description for you guys to mull over yourselves and get back to me and let me know your thoughts. Pretty much this is it. The Xbox One version of Tomb Raider, the definitive edition, is hovering at around 35 frames per second. And I know some guys think that frames don't matter, they don't think resolution matters, but let me explain to you why it does. Anyone who understands FPS, frames per second, you know that the more frames you get per second, the closer you are to real time, meaning you have a much better reaction time. That's why they strive to have 60 frames per second in all first-person shooters. Call of Duties, they all run at 60 frames because that millisecond of time is what you're going to need to have that edge. If you look at someone and you're going slower than, the optimized 60 frames, and of course they can go higher than that, then you're going to have a lag in response time because you're going to see it later than someone else. So 60 frames does matter. Now, what do I think about the Xbox One and the PS4 as far as power goes? Now, I'm hearing articles and reading articles about the Xbox One potentially unlocking GPU power. I think more than likely we are seeing what the Xbox One is. You don't package up a console with hidden power. You got to push up, down, left, right on the controller, BA select start to unlock the hidden GPU of the system. No. I think it's all a bluff. It's something that's being said and spewed around to make the consumers think that the Xbox One is more powerful than it is. The PS4 is dominating the Xbox One in every department right now, and for good reason. If you want a superior experience on cross-platform games, you're going to go with the PS4. You're going to get better resolution, you're going to get a higher frame rate, you're going to get a better controller, and it's just going to be an overall better experience. That's just the way it's going to be this generation. I don't see any particular unlocking GPU power to change the potential outcome in the long term, unless they create an add-on. They stick an extra VCR on the side of the Xbox One to actually give it more raw power. Me personally, as a Beastly Gamer and in the circles that I swim in, I don't see that happening. I think it's just a ploy to calm the consumers down, because I'm sure there are a lot of pissed off Xbox One owners who see this stuff and notice it. I mean, and if you're buying a game, you want the best. If you're going to get something that costs more than the competition and it's an inferior version, you're going to feel duped. And I'm sure a lot of Xbox One owners feel duped. It's hard to come out when you're an Xbox One owner and say, man, I feel screwed over, because you got to stick with what you got. And that's what a lot of people do. They try to tough it out. They try to, talk shit about the other console, why this one's better. But deep down inside, don't lie to yourself. If you got an Xbox One and you're playing Call of Duty, you know you're playing the inferior version. If you're playing an Xbox One and you're playing Tomb Raider, you know you got the inferior version. People want the superior version, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You guys let me know what you think about that, and leave a comment down in the comment section. Now I'm going to come on over to Bethesda's Elder Scrolls Online and talk a little bit about this Elder Scrolls situation with the PS Network and the Xbox Live service. Now, we heard Sony saying for a while that free-to-play games like I forget the name of it, but DC Universe Online, Warframe, some of these games that are free to play, it doesn't require the PlayStation Plus. As most of you know, if you have a PS4 now, in order to play competitive online gaming and to have access to some other functions of the PS4, you have to now have the PlayStation Plus, which is a $49 annual service that you get. It's kind of comparable to the Xbox Live service. But Sony did state in the beginning that if it's a free-to-play game, you wouldn't have to worry about getting PlayStation Plus. Now, we all know that Elder Scrolls Online is going to be a free-to-play type of game. Now, on the PlayStation 4, this game, it does not require you to have the PlayStation Plus service. So if you do not have PlayStation Plus and you buy this game, you will be able to get online and play the game with everybody who you like to play with, to enjoy the online functionality of the game, because Sony they're sticking up and they're being there for the gamer. They're not trying to squeeze us for every single dime that we have. But on the other side of that coin, and here's another reason why Microsoft is screwing itself. On the other side of that coin, Microsoft is making people pay for the Xbox Live Gold membership in order to get online and play the Elder Scrolls Online, which is another bill, just in case people don't have it. Some people aren't going to get Xbox Live. Some people are not going to get the PlayStation Plus service. I mean, some people are going to have to wait, until the money's right, holidays, whatever, and that's just the reality of the human condition. But what do I think about this? I mean, come on, Microsoft. There has to be something you guys can do to pull some of these disenfranchised consumers back on your side of the fence. Put that line in the sand and say, hey, look, we've screwed up at this point. We're going to start pulling you guys back in. We want to show you guys that you actually mean something to us. Elder Scrolls Online is just another good example of how Sony is they're going about this in the best way possible. They are softly caressing their consumer base. They're giving us stuff. We're getting all these awesome games for the PlayStation Plus, playing Brothers Tale of Two Sons. These games are great games. We're getting that service with the PlayStation Plus. We got games like the Elder Scrolls Online, which does not even require the PlayStation Plus. DC Universe Online, no PlayStation Plus, and Microsoft is again pinching pennies. You guys let me know what you think about this. I just wanted to make a quick video. I know you guys are watching this footage. I just wanted to throw this video together because I made a new intro and it's something a little bit different. But definitely let me know what you guys think about it. And if you guys have any thoughts on Microsoft's future, what they could potentially do to change things around, for their consumer base, let me know down in the comments section. And let me know what you think Sony is potentially doing wrong. I know about, we talked about the save error. They took care of it. They took care of it in 2 days. They're trying to stay on top of their shit. I think it's great. Way to go, Sony. Nintendo Fusion coming soon, guys. Potentially. I believe that this is very, very possible. You guys let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. You guys enjoy the rest of the footage. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'm out.